All right, so let's see. We had DDC stand by for a few minutes because we had Mr. Adams already waiting. So let's do Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams, please say your full name.
Ron Miracisa Adams.
Mr. Adams, I'm Magistrate Charte. You're here on 2 criminal matters. First case is 1-804-55-3301. The other case is 240-44-16301. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jessica Sharp, P number 81798, on behalf of Mr. Adams, who waives formal reading, understands his constitutional rights, and stands mute on both matters, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Court date is the same for both cases, May 14, 2024. It is a pretrial in front of Judge Bryant for both cases. On the animal case, Mr. Adams, you are not to possess, buy, sell any animals while this case is pending. Do you understand that?
I know. You said it all.
Do you understand no animals of any kind?
I guess.
No, there is no I guess.
I'm one of the biggest pit bulls in the list. Listen, I own a big pit bull kennel. I have a Beggar Z, Omega, Trio, Beggar, dual wine horse, pit bulls, none of them are scarf.
Mr. Adams, let me tell you this. This case is from 2014. It is abandoning or cruelty to 2 or 3 animals. Even though it is approximately 10 years old, right now, I don't want you having any animals. You own them. What I said, listen to me. I suggest you give them to somebody that can take care of them while this case is being dealt with. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Okay. So that means while this case is in effect, you can't buy any animals. You can't sell any animals. You can't own, you can't pet no animals. I don't want you to be around any animals. That's just while this case is pending. And it shouldn't be longer than a few months. Do you understand that?
This case is pending longer than a few months.
This case is from 2014, but your court date is May 14th. Do you understand that? That's about 2 months away, month and a half.
What happened to me getting out going home? I'm supposed to be here for a test. I'm not.
Excuse me, we're not talking about, excuse me, we're talking about, sir, Mr. Adams, we are talking about the bond condition. Unless you can get an earlier court date.
With the first place lowest man, with the first man that's the first judge of all time, I'm not supposed to be here at all. I want to sit in here.
Okay, Your Honor.
Adams, the more you talk, the more that everything is being recorded, it can be used against you. What I suggest to you is to please obey all the bond conditions. Okay, that's the first case. That is cruelty or abandoning animals. The second case, it's assault and battery. And in that case, you're not to have any contact with a Jeff Davis. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging.
That's a lot on the Beggar Billion, Beggar CO, Mega BO, how in the world for pit bulls.
Mr. Adams, we talked about this. Mr. Adams, this is your...
No, I don't want to hear it. Get me the fuck out of here. I got tether. I don't want to hear it. You're not talking to me? Don't talk to me. Period. Now get me the fuck out of here. I had to. The rest of y'all what? I don't give a fuck what y'all about. Now y'all stop lying. Y'all lying. You don't want to hear it. Get your face. Get the fuck out of here. I don't have a court May 14th. Do my bonds and let me go. I'm not your child. I don't want to talk to you. I'm a pit bull DMX. I know him personally. I don't fight him. I breed him, so I don't want to hear it. I'm the richest nigga alive in America. I want to get the fuck out of here, period. All these games y'all want to play, I'm tired of playing games, losing my mind, city bitch, because I'm claustrophobic in the room. Y'all think that shit is fun? How much money you want to get me out of here? Because I pay what you want. I don't give a fuck about no court case. Real cooking cowboy shit. I want to get the fuck out of here, period. I don't deserve this shit. I'm letting you know, because the nigga sit up in the stove, think you steal money off me. You won't give me no fucking milk. Because he's a white bitch. He can start robbing me all day. Nigga done pay what the fuck out. Well, what the fuck I gotta sit up here because he can't afford a gallon of milk for. Y'all somebody got pit bulls. I got a pit bull the size of Hawaii, all of them. And ain't none of them starving.
Mr. Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. Everything is being recorded. Another bond condition, Mr. Adams. You're not possessed of any firearms or other dangerous weapons.
Yeah, I got firearms.
And Mr. Adams, just so you know, your conduct the question is whether or not the court can deal with you because apparently you went off. You cannot control yourself. So I'm going to let, who is for the people? Mr. Adams.
Liars. You're a liar.
Lisa Coyle, on behalf of the people.
Okay, Mr. Adams, I'm going to mute you because I want the people to make an argument, and then I'm going to let your attorney make an argument. Thank you. Go ahead, Counsel Coyle.
Your Honor, in these matters, Your Honor, although they're old, I'm asking for a $5,000 cash surety bond as well as a tether in this matter.
Okay. What's the reason for the tether and what's the reason for the cash surety?
Your Honor, the reason is that I saw, and I don't know what the disposition there was. Let me go back into it. It was an armed robbery that was out there from 2022. I believe he is assaultive in this, in his nature. Also, he was in the lockup and committed the assault. I'm asking for a cash bond as well as a tether to assure his appearance. I think there's a high possibility of mental illness in this case, Your Honor. And so as far as I'm asking for based on assaultive nature and I mean cruelty to animals, I don't need to say any more on that. And also to assure his appearance, I'm asking for that tether.
Thank you. And Counsel Shive, go ahead, Esteban.
Your Honor, these are both charged as misdemeanors. One is dating back to 10 years old. It didn't get entered until 4 years after the incident date. For some reason, Your Honor, it's a 2014 incident date and then gets entered 2018. And the other matter is from September 2023. I'm not aware of any capious history. I'm not aware of any incidents since Mr. Adams does seem to be suffering from mental illness, Your Honor. Respectfully asking the court to consider a high personal bond. Let him be home on these old misdemeanor matters. We have 3 contact phone numbers for him that he was able to provide us with. Our office will be handling this case from start to finish. We will make sure that Mr. Adams is at his court dates. Again, I don't believe there's capious history, so there's no reason to believe he's not going to be at his court dates. Respectfully asking the court to allow him to have that personal bond, and we don't believe monitoring him is necessary here.
All right, first of all, as to the animal case, $25,000 personal bond. There's nothing to indicate that he won't show up for court. Okay. And Mr. Adams, I believe you can hear me. $25,000 personal bond. Nobody has to pay any money for you to get out of jail. Now, when we're looking at the assault and battery, and this occurred at Wayne County Jail, okay, in this particular matter regarding another inmate, okay, and Mr. Adams's outburst, my concern on Mr. Adams is for his protection and the protection of the community in this matter is that listening to the bond conditions, and these are not unusual, these are not outrageous bond conditions in this matter. And the way Mr. Adams went off on the court as well as to the people as well as to the defense counsel, okay, this court is concerned. Okay. And so in this matter, using a monetary bond, using clear and convincing evidence, this court is going to, based on his outburst, And the charge, even though it is from September 2023, is that there's going to be a monetary bond on this matter. And Council Shive, what I want to know is any bond an unaffordable bond?
Your Honor, yes, it is. And the incident itself is allegedly taking place at Wayne County Jail. So we believe, if it would be better if Mr. Adams was home, hopefully getting the proper medication and care.
Council, I
family.
would agree with you, but it's Mr. Adams's outburst, okay? His outburst right there, whether he is by Zoom or whether he would have been in front of the court, it is his outburst, Council, that the court is concerned for his protection and for the protection of the community. In this particular matter, his bond is going to be $5,000 cash surety, and it's going to be a non-affordable bond. So that means that he's going to have a court date for this Friday. And this Friday will be, I believe, March 22nd, 2024 at 9 o'clock in front of Judge McConicle, who's going to review the bond amount and bond conditions.
Your Honor, if I may respectfully, and on behalf of
Go ahead,
Mr.
ma'am.
Adams, we apologize to the court for his outburst. It's not an excuse, just an explanation. Mr. Adams is a little confused, and he's been being held for a few days without being arraigned, and he was unable to go, I believe, 2 days ago, Monday, when he was supposed to be arraigned, because they said that he had tested positive for COVID. He says he didn't, maybe he didn't understand, given what's going on with him, maybe mentally. So that is where his frustration is coming from, Your Honor, which could be understandable in these situations. So on behalf of Mr. Adams, we do apologize to the court for his outburst, but I am asking the court to give him a chance on these older misdemeanor matters and allow him to be at home so he could at least get the proper care and medication, Your Honor. And we don't, again, have any reason to believe he's not going to be at court, Your Honor.
Counsel, I don't know. That I believe that Mr. Adams's outburst, and I could understand he can have some frustrations, but by his conduct today, if he would have been in front of me in person, this court would have been concerned with, okay, the safety of everybody that would have been in the courtroom. But just his behavior by Zoom, okay, is enough that I was concerned for the individuals over there, over at the county. So no, his bond is going to stay March 22nd, $5,000 cash surety. March 22nd is his bond redetermination in front of Judge McConicle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Okay. All right, let's